I know it's been a minute, and I want to thank you guys for joining me again for another podcast, the Afterthought Podcast, with your host, your boy, Derek Daniels. Just want to welcome you guys back. For those returning, and to my new guys and women, I want to say hello. Today we're going to dive right in, man. We're going to go right into something that has been on my mind and on my heart for quite a few weeks now. And I didn't know what it was, and within like the last week, it kind of all just dawned on me. So today we're going to talk about disciplining ourselves in whatever capacity that we can, disciplining ourselves so that we don't feel stuck and feel like every day is the same without any kind of forward progress, if that makes any sense. Let me go back. So it started a few weeks ago where I was feeling in a rut, right? Like I was laying in bed and I'm like, dang, I don't know what's going on. I don't feel good, but everything is fine, right? Like bills are paid, right? I have a job that I enjoy and love. I make decent money from there. Actually, I make pretty good money. I have a roof over my head, right? My children are fed. They're well taken care of. They're healthy. I'm healthy. The people I care about and love are healthy. I have a vehicle I can get to and from. Like, I have food in my refrigerator. Like, everything is good. And I was laying in bed and trying to figure out what the heck is bothering me. Like, why am I in this rut? Why am I in this funk? And I lie to you not, it hit me like a ton of bricks, man. So one of my goals for this year, and it's probably everybody's goals for every year, right, is to transform my body, right? Whether that's lose weight, gain weight, whether that's to get, cock diesel, or whether that's to get extremely skinny, right? Whatever the case may be, everybody has that goal. I feel like everybody should be working on themselves anyway, physically. We've talked about that in past podcasts. But I haven't been doing what I'm supposed to do in order for me to reach the level that I want to reach with my physical being, right? So I'm laying in bed, and I'm like, man, for weeks I've been saying, like, I need to get up and go to the gym. Like most of you guys out there, I pay for a membership to a gym every month, and I hadn't been for like 2 or 3 months. So I said, you know what? I need to set up like a regimen, right? So that was number one of me figuring out, like, okay, what's going on and how can I stop feeling the way I'm feeling? So what was going on was I need to get to the gym. I want to go to the gym. I want to lose some weight. I want to tone up. I want to get back to where, or almost close to where I used to be when I was in my college days. Talk about, right? And I may never get back to that point, but I do want to be better than where I am physically, right? Another thing that I sat there and I thought about, I said, okay, that's check number one, right? My physical health. Number two was me thinking about how I'm spending my money, right? So I get paid pretty well. A lot of people out there do this. And this is where I think us as people, not even race-wise or ethnic-wise, we spend more than what we need to spend. And it's like the more money we make, the more money we spend. When in reality, the things that we're spending our money on, we probably don't need 80% of it, right? I don't know, I'm not a statistics guy, but I'm sure we don't need at least 50% of it, if that makes sense, right? So step number two was me really sitting down and figuring out where my money is going each month, each pay period, and each week, right? How much do I spend in a day? And I know that seems very tedious and very like stringent, but I feel like in order for me to understand where my money is going, where my finances are going, what I'm spending it on, what I need, what I don't need, I had to like really be on top of it and make sure that I knew what I was spending each and every day, which will let me know what I was spending each and every week, which will let me know what I was spending each paycheck, right? So I tightened up on that, right? That was number 2. Now, number 3 kind of goes hand in hand with the first thing, right? I'm trying to lose weight. So the gym is obviously something that we definitely need to do, but I'm sure you guys have heard this. If not, like, losing weight is like 80% of the battle is like what you're eating. The other 20% is you going to go work out, right? Whether you're going walking, lifting weights, whatever the case may be, Pilates, biking, whatever it is you choose to do. Go play ball, football, whatever you choose to do, right? So the second part to my health and my fitness and my physical change that I wanted to make had to do with what I was eating. I'm sorry, but that's the second part, but the third of what we're talking about overall. So the third thing is figuring out a meal plan that works for me, okay? Now, I've seen a nutritionist. I was told what I needed to eat, how many carbs, right? How much proteins, how much fats, right? Healthy fats, right? So for those of you who don't know, you can look it up. It's like micros and macros. It goes by like your age and your weight, and you guys can go down a rabbit hole in Google and figure that out. This is not what we're talking about today. But I had to really get to a point of understanding what I was putting in my body, how it made me feel when I ate certain things, and the benefits of eating the right things, right? So all of these 3 things fall under the umbrella of me being more disciplined. And with being more disciplined in those 3 areas, it has now somewhat helped me, I'm not going to say somewhat, it's helped me be more disciplined in other areas, if that makes sense. So I started going to the gym last week. I went, I think it was 3 times last week. And I didn't do like crazy heavy because I'm introducing my body back into a routine. But my body right now is on fire. You can't tell. It takes me 30 minutes to sit down and 50 minutes to get up. My body hurts. But it's a good pain, right? So the first set of discipline the first thing I put in an order of discipline was figuring out a time that works for me to go to the gym. My gym is not busy, but the free weights and the things like that, I mean, a lot of people go through this, but when you go to a gym, the free weights are like, they're always the first to go because everybody wants to use free weights. So I always try to grab some sort of dumbbell, barbell, something so that I can like just kind of work through my workout. But the number one thing was for me to figure out a time to go. What time works for me every day? Now this started off my discipline, right? Because we all know that we spend time on the things that we want to spend time on, the things that we care about. We have to make time for the things that we kind of don't want to do, but we know we need to do. So my number one goal was to make or to set a time that I would go to the gym every day or for the week, however many times I'm going to go and what time I'm going to go. And that worked out pretty well. So last week I went to the gym right after I got home from work. So between like 6 and 8, I would go to the gym. I'll get to my meals later, but I would go to the gym. I went Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right? Today, I was supposed to go walk. I did some walking, but I've been doing a lot of content this weekend, right? But Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I was in the gym. Hour and a half. I didn't go in there and try to be Hulk. I went in there. I did what I needed to do. I did some cardio. I did my cardio, about 15 to 20 minutes of cardio. The last day I did 8 minutes of cardio because my legs were I couldn't move them. Like they felt like noodles because I did legs on Friday. So that was the first thing, right? Boom, stamp, right? We got that done. The next thing was, I'm going to kind of go out of order, but in order of what makes sense, was how I ate, right? When I ate, what I ate. So last week, I went on strictly protein and veggies. I had some carbs here and there, but for the most part, it was protein and veggies. So In the morning, I usually get to work about 8:30, 8:40. And I would have three hard-boiled eggs, right? And a cup of coffee, black, right? I don't put anything in it, no sugar. I use sweetener, but no like cream or anything like that, right? So that's my 8:45-ish, 9 o'clock a.m. That's my breakfast. On the way out the door, because I have an hour and a half ride to get to work, I have a protein shake, right? So right there, I've had multiple sources of protein. The coffee is just caffeine for me to kind of wake up, and it helps with your metabolism. So again, you guys can Google this stuff and go look it up. If I get hungry between breakfast and lunch, which I normally don't do because I have a lot to do with work, I'll have, another protein shake or something like that. But I'm usually not hungry between then. So for lunch, I'll have my protein and my vegetables. I'll do about 5 to 6 ounces of protein and then maybe like 3 or 4 cups of vegetables. Lately, I've been using, I think it's called the California blend. They're at Walmart. They come in like a huge bag. I want to say it's like a 5-pound bag of like vegetables. But it's literally just cauliflower, broccoli, and carrots. And I put a little bit of low sodium soy sauce on it. And on my chicken, I'll make lemon chicken. There's this sauce I use, man. It's incredible. They got a black guy on the front of it, and it's like 0 sugar and like 10 calories for like 2 or 4 tablespoons of it. I don't know the name of it, but he's all over the place. They're served. They're sold in most stores. They're in Walmart. They're in Giant. They're in Food Lion. They're in Kroger. They're in Publix. They're in most of the food grocery stores. And that'll be my sauce. He has a variety of sauces, and I'll rock out with whatever sauce I like for the week. Usually I'll have for snack between lunch. My lunch is usually around 1 o'clock. So from lunch, I'll go into a snack, and my snack would be like popcorn. Now, don't you laugh at me, all right? I don't care if you laugh, but try it. Before you laugh at me, try it, okay? There's a popcorn called Skinny Girl popcorn, okay? Don't knock it till you try it. They have a flavor that I absolutely love, and it is salt and lime, like the lime chips that you would get from the Tostitos, right? They're amazing. I don't know what the calorie thing's on them, but they're very low, right? The name of the thing is called Skinny Girl. So they make salad dressings and dips and all kind of other stuff. But I ran into this popcorn, and I absolutely love the popcorn. It's one of the little small bags, but whatever. That's my snack, right? Judge me all you want. I could care less. It's good. Try it. Then from there, I'm usually heading home. I might have a protein shake before I leave, depending on if I'm hungry, because I have some protein left at my job in my office. By the time I get home, I'll have some carbs and protein. And it'll be maybe pasta, a little bit of carbs, not much, just enough, maybe an hour before I go to the gym, to kind of give me some energy and some energy to be able to get through my workout. And then I'll drink a Celsius on my way to the gym, which is like a pre-workout drink. It's an energy drink, 0 calories, 0 sugar, all that good stuff. I'll go to the gym. I'll do my hour and 20 minutes if I'm feeling good, hour and 30 minutes if I'm feeling good. Come home, and then I'll have another protein, whether it be chicken or beef or fish or whatever, with some more of that the California blend vegetables, and then water or tea for bed to kind of put me out, and I'm out. So this is what I've done this week. Now, there are some times where I've added some things that I probably shouldn't have had, right? Like, I don't know about you, but I love me some M&Ms, right? So I had some M&Ms last night. So what, right? The point of it is to get started, right? To get started with your discipline, okay? Now let's shoot over to the financial part. Now, I kind of talked about that briefly a little bit in the beginning, but I think it's really important for people to know where their money is going. if you don't know where your money is going, it's going to be very hard for you to save, to invest, to be able to do some of the other things that you want to do, because your money is just going wherever and you have no clue of where it's going. So one of the things I looked at was my DoorDash, right? I would blame my daughter, but it's usually me that orders the DoorDash mostly. But the DoorDash, I think in 2 weeks I had spent maybe $160. Where could that $160 go other than DoorDash? I mean, my groceries every 2 weeks aren't $160. So make that make sense to me. Yeah, thanks. Anyway, so knowing where your money's going, it's very important. It helps me. I don't know about you, but I get a little frustrated when I know I make good money, and at the end, at the end of the week or 2 weeks, or at the end of your 2 weeks before you're about to get paid again, you should have put away some more money or had some more money in your account, right? Like, that frustrates me. It makes me somewhat angry. So what I do now is daily, I don't spend anything until I do what needs to be done first. So like rent, gas, food, things of that nature. My pass to get to and from work for my train, like the necessities get taken care of first. I have one check that takes care of most of my bills, and then the other one takes care of my car, and then I'm free reign with the rest of the money. So I've started to put aside some money in savings. I picked a number and I put it to the side. I'm going to do that every time I get paid, right? I got in contact with a gentleman to set up a life insurance. Yeah, life insurance. And he also does investments. So I set up an account for that. Money goes into that. And he takes it and he does his thing to help me, recoup some money back or get some interest on my money. We talk about it first. He doesn't just go in and do it, but that's a way for me to help my money make more money. So these are some of the things that I'm doing now today that I started last week to help me with my discipline, help me with my focus. And to be honest, with me being disciplined with those three things, this weekend I had an amazing time doing content. Like, I wasn't worried or stressed out about anything because everything is kind of taken care of. I've been doing content all weekend, and it's been, what's the word I'm looking for? It's been a ball. Like, I've had a good time doing it. I don't feel worn out. Like, tomorrow's Monday, I got to go back to work, and we know how everybody gets the Sunday blues. I don't feel that way today because I feel like not only was I disciplined enough to take care of myself and things I needed to take care of throughout the week, but I also filled me up with the things that I enjoyed doing, right? If that makes sense, right? So listen, I encourage you guys to start getting a little more disciplined with just one thing. Take one thing in your life that you feel like is out of whack, that's out of order, and get focused and try to get that into a place of it being more decisive and being more disciplined with that thing. I encourage you guys to do that this week. Start this week. Let me know how it goes, okay? Let me know how it goes. So, that's my story this week on discipline. All right, it might change next week or the week after that, but I'm still trying to remain disciplined. The only thing I want to change is maybe add more things to become disciplined in, right? So listen, this was a short one. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys for listening. I appreciate you guys for clicking. I appreciate you guys for liking. I appreciate you guys for following. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate you. All right? So I'm going to see you guys in the next one. This is Derek Daniels with the Afterthought Podcast. I'll see you guys next time. All right? Peace.